Justice. I'm looking for a change and I try, but I can't find it. I'm looking for justice. I'm looking for a peace, but these guns on the streets keep popping, keep popping. Why can't we be finding peace? Why can't we be ending all this beef? Why can't we just get along? Peace is right and war is wrong.
A lot of black people have issues with me because of how I view racism. And the reason why I view racism the way I view racism is because I grew up around real victims of racism in the 60s. And I've heard all those stories, my grandma, my great-grandma telling me these different stories about being in St. Louis, being in Tennessee, being in Montgomery, being in different cities in the South, Mississippi, and every places that they've been in their life and what they had to deal with white people. So we fast forward into this time, right? And I just look at what black people in this time define racism as. I think everybody, to be fair, everybody has their own definition of what racism is to them, and what it means to them, right? So people can feel whatever they feel about racism. My thing has always been how not to be a victim of something that is destroying you, right? So if we look at racism, my thing with racism is this. I say like this. I feel like in America, as a black person, you need to find out what it is that you want in America. What is it that you're trying to accomplish for yourself, for your family, whatever goals, whatever dreams you have, what are you trying to accomplish? And then you have to go on that journey in order to be able to obtain it. I think that's fair. So I think that's fair. So I think like, just say it's you and you're in a car and you're packing up all your gifts, all your talents that God gave you. You're packing up all your dreams and all your goals, and you got them in a suitcase in the car, and you heading down the road. Right? Let's use that as an analogy. So you got all those things in the car. You're heading down the road, and you're going towards the things that you want to accomplish in the world. Because everything that you have in that car, you know, your goals, your dreams, your talents, your skills, everything that you have in that car is going to be used in order to obtain what it is you want in America when you get to the end of that road, when you get to your destination. Now, if you're riding down the road and somebody says, "Hey, nigger, I hate you, nigger. Hey, nigger, don't come to this store anymore, nigger," and just being so disrespectful and all these different things, but you're still moving down the road. My thing with racism is this. If another culture stops in front of your car and tries to stop you from getting to your destination, to me, that's my definition of racism. See, to me, racism, I can't look at myself as being a victim of a system. I just can't. It's just like, it's like being in jail or something, man. If you don't want to be there, you're trying to break the fuck out. Right, you know what I mean? Some people in jail right now are trying to figure a way to get out. Some people are comfortable in jail. Some people are complaining about being in jail. My thing is, I am trying to break the fuck out the system. I'm not trying to be in the system. I'm not trying to tell the system what you need to do and what you ain't need to do. I'm trying to find the motherfucking key to the motherfucking door so I can get the fuck up out the system and survive. The way I want to survive. The way I want to live. Because if I already know that the system is not designed for me to achieve anything in life, I have to ask myself, why am I in the system? Why am I still here? Am I here because I'm waiting for the white man in this system to change his mind? Is that the reason why I'm here? Am I here because I don't have the courage to step out and create my own system? See what I'm saying? So my thing is trying not to be the victim as much as possible. I feel as black people, I feel we have a strong mind to be able to change certain things that we don't fucking like, man. And when I look at systemic racism, and if we're talking about that, let's go and talk about the wealth gap. And black people have a problem with the wealth gap. They have a problem with white people earning more money than them, or they feel like they're not making enough money and things like that. I think the problem with the wealth gap is this. You have to create your own empire. I think that's what you have to really look at, how this country was made. America was made by building their own empire. So the citizens of this country should know, build your own empire. Be your own boss. Build your own company. Each one of you black people, listen to this right now, man. You have gifts and talents inside your soul right now. You got shit that you were born with that is supposed to be used in order for you to build an empire right now. But you scared. You worrying about what your family said about it. You worrying about what your friends said about it. You're not even confident in your own self to be able to go off and build your own business. You think it's too hard, probably. Because I really look at it like, is there white people right now stopping you from owning your own business? No, they're not. And even if they are trying to discriminate you and shit, you can always file paperwork and take them to court. There's plenty of cases in the United States where black people that took people to court and settled out and got paid and shit. So if you got that problem, you're still protected under the U.S. law to a certain degree. See if you can win some money in court. But my thing is not to be a victim of it. So if you got a problem with the wealth gap, instead of working all those long hours for the white man, making that motherfucking company even more richer, even though instead of having a white man say like, hey, you can only work these amount of these amount of hours, these amount of days, and you only can get this amount of raise when I feel like, all that type of shit. Instead of doing that shit, own your own motherfucking business, man. Find out whatever it is you know how to do good, master that shit, and monetize it in America. And monetize, or not even just settle for America, monetize it to the whole entire world. It's 7 billion plus people in this world. Somebody gonna buy your shit, man. You just have to be able to put in the work. I just don't think like with the wealth gap shit, you can't. I can't tell what other black people may think, right? Myself as a black man in the United States, I cannot look at a white man's success and be jealous of it. I cannot look at a white man's success and be able to look like, oh, your parents helped you. That means you're flawed. Your motherfucking parents are supposed to help you. It's just unfortunate black people parents don't help them be successful like that a lot. Not saying that there ain't none, but not in the majority like that. You can't be mad at a white dude and shit because his parents sat there and helped him. You gotta be mad at your motherfucking parents for not helping you. That's what you need to be mad at. I can't look at a white man's success, dude, and view it like that, because every time I look at one of these Fortune 500 companies and I go back to the beginning of how it started, they were motherfucking poor, man. A lot of them were poor. And the only reason why they were able to get to where they are now is they were just consistent and they worked with their friends, their family members helping them, and they just kept grinding it out. You can't get mad at a white person, dog, if just say hypothetically I'm a white dude and I make chocolate chip cookies, right? I have a chocolate chip cookies idea, and my great grandfather gives me $5,000 out of his bank account to help me, and I take that $5,000, I flip it and I make $50,000, and I keep flipping it and I make $5 million. You can't get mad at me. That's what you're supposed to do, though. I'm supposed to go to my family members and try to get as much money as I can. And the ones that really love me, the ones that really care about me, are the ones that's going to make them donations in order for me to be successful. It's just unfortunate black people don't have family members that give a fuck about them like that. Let's be honest. You probably can't go to your cousin and shit and get $200 and shit to help you. That ain't the white man's fault. That's your family fault.